From the radioactive ashes of North America, a new breed of soldier is reborn.
Welcome back, Sergeant Rex Power Colt. You are a Mark IV now.
Part man, part machine, but all Cyber Commando.
So the game we have available for Xbox Live Gold members and through backwards compatibility from November 16th to November 30th is the Xbox 360 title Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Oh, I gotta do this in the 80s voice. Far Cry 3, the Blood Dragon. I think that'll do it justice. This game is freaking awesome. Okay, so to do this game justice, we're gonna break it down piece by piece. So the first thing you're thrown into, well, after the over-the-top awesome intro to death and destruction, is the tutorial. One of the best tutorials you'll play in a game. It's funny, it's to the point, it teaches you the basics and the advanced tactics that are required in Far Cry. It gets you right back to playing like you never left the Far Cry mechanics.
This is not cool.
There are a couple things, new things that you have to learn. Mainly because the Blood Dragons are roaming, death-dealing maniacs that are just in the world. So once you get back to the shooting, the sneaking, the assassinating, the corpse-pillaging gameplay of Far Cry 3, you'll feel right at home. And it's funny. This game basically is trolling games, which is hilarious. So enjoy that too. Okay, something you're going to have to get used to quick, and when I say quick, I mean it's a matter of life and death sometimes, is pillaging enemy cyborgs for their cyber hearts. The reason for this is to lure or attract wild blood dragons. So when you kill a cyborg, it's just like in Far Cry 3, you get a little XP, you get some cash, and you get a cyber heart. So the counter is on the left-hand side of the screen, and it's always a good idea to check to make sure that you have that filled up as much as you can. In order to throw the heart, it's left on the D-pad, not to be confused with right on the D-pad, which throws a pebble. So left on the D-pad will toss the heart. Now, you can use this to either distract a blood dragon, even if it's attacking you, so it'll give you a little bit of a breather. Or you can throw it into a base and have the blood dragon start attacking the base. So remember, this is Far Cry, so there are tons of bases to liberate in the world. So stock up on them hearts.
Holy shit.
Now, let's talk about the ambience of the game. The game is very dark, and I'm talking about contrast. The map is overrun with clouds, it's foggy, there's not much to look at above ground level, and that can get a little depressing at times. Rex Power Colt, he has some hilarious one-liners, but they start to get repetitive as you play the game. I mean, it's not hard to come up with one-liners.
Stick around.
As much as this game borrows from the Terminator, Predator, Aliens, Die Hard, every 80s action superhero, there should have been like a million one-liners in this game. You should have never ever had to have to hear the same one-liner again over and over again. So the saving grace for the ambiance is the music. The music, it's so perfect. It's so good. It's a perfect blend of like 80s synth techno rock that has melodies, whether you're creeping or if you're in all-out warfare. Take these next seconds to just enjoy it. Okay, sorry about that. I know those seconds turned into minutes, but it's just so awesome, the music. I'm a music guy, so I appreciate good music in games. And music is like one of the most important things when you're trying to create moments, which moments is what drives video games. So guys, get your music on point. It's very important. You gotta have good music. Okay, on to the gameplay. So this game plays fantastic. In Far Cry 3, if you remember, it was an awesome game to play. Multiplayer sucked, but the single-player story was fantastic. The mechanics were smooth as they introduced never-before things in the first-person genre. They retain that in Blood Dragon. Okay, there's a perfect blend of all-out action and explosions with stealth assassination / rescue missions. And it does both of them really good, which is rare for a video game. In most cases, where a game succeeds in a playstyle, the other is either crappy or there isn't enough of it. Not the case with Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Not only do you have the option to play how you want, but after the story missions, you have a whole world to mess around in. And everything that you had in Far Cry 3 is here with the addition of some other things that aren't in Far Cry 3. The only downer you get is that Blood Dragon is not a very long game. It's an expansion of Far Cry 3. One, by the way, that you do not need to own Far Cry 3 to play, which I think is just genius. So, for me, instead of the forgettable Far Cry 4 and Far Cry Primal, whatever that was, we should have had like Blood Dragon the beginning and Blood Dragon the alien chopping block or something like that. I'll do them in the 80s voice to keep the hype up. Blood Dragon the beginning. And then the sequel could have been Blood Dragon, the Alien Chopping Block. Which would have been awesome. Full games of what's going on here. And did I forget to mention that Michael Biehn does the voice of Sergeant Rex Colt? I mean, how awesome is that? If you're an 80s baby, you basically worshipped this guy. He was Hicks in Aliens.
What is it, Hicks?
Hudson, sir. He's Hicks.
Yeah, that guy.
I have a class 2.
So overall, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, which is the Xbox 360 backwards compatible game for free from November 16th to November 30th for Xbox Live members, is a winner. It takes the month's best game for this month, for November, by far. The games so far that we've received haven't been that good. So, and the reason why is probably because they were releasing Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. So, I'm not going to do the end splash screen because this game is basically one giant pro. The only two cons that I would say is that the one-liners get repetitive. There's a couple bugs here and there, but nothing game-breaking. And that's it. Everything else is great. The gameplay is awesome. The music is awesome. The tutorial is awesome. The entire vision of the game, the 80s vision of 2007, is just amazing. We want more. Okay? I want more. I don't want Far Cry 5. I don't want another Primal. Give us a full Blood Dragon game, please. So that's it. It is definitely worth the download, and at $14.99 it is definitely worth the price. If you guys miss it this month, go ahead and buy it. It is a great experience. You'll enjoy it. And that's it for this review for Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. This is The Gaming View. I'm Omega Nikon. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to follow us on our Twitter at The Gaming View. Subscribe here on YouTube. We're trying to grow, and you guys are helping us out doing that. We appreciate everything. Have a good day.